dominant right-hander, and where I live, there are a lot of right-hand breaks. So I just stick at home and
Do you have any
serve as
waves
much as I can.
familiar or any? Somebody's getting some chow out in the water. But any waves in South Africa that you can relate to as far as the box? Anything similar?
Not to where I live. Where I live, oh here we go. The deep one. Where I live, there's more. It's more beach breaks, mainly, and which is I live 2 hours north of Durban.
Okay.
So most of the reef breaks that are similar and that are like duplicate the boxes down in Cape Town.
Okay.
We've got waves like Tant, which we have in the IBA sanctioned event down there this year in July, which is going to be really exciting. And we hope to get some of the internationals down there too.
Awesome. So give us some more insight on South Africa, the vibe, the community. What's going down?
Oh, it's been pretty cool. Since Jared and myself been on tour, there's been a lot of positive hype down there.
Awesome.
And guys like Sasha, Wesley's back on it now, and so we've got a lot of guys living out here that's competing. Daniel Worsley's been representing in Australia. So it's a good vibe, and I think it's great. It's great everywhere internationally, and we in South Africa are definitely feeling the effect of the tour, blowing up.
You have, I mean, first of all, you got your sponsors helping you, supporting you, getting you out there, making sure you're out there and holding up the South African flag high. Any names you want to throw out that are, in your homeland doing what they could do to get the bodyboarding rocking and rolling down in South Africa?
Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty strong tour, and it's run by a core bunch of bodyboarders. It's all part-time job for them, and they guys like Stuart Bradford, Pat Harris, and they've been putting in the long hours and. In the end, it's got a real passion for the sport.
Awesome.
So it's good for them, and they're always following us and always giving us advice wherever we go. And so it's great to have them backing us too, And I've got my own personal sponsors that have really been great and keeping me on tour, guys. Stealth Bodyboards, Fins have been great to me, and along with the guys at Emerald, the legends down in Cronulla.
Nice. And who are your sponsors?
And I also got my clothing sponsors, which is Lizard. They're South African. Originate from South Africa, and now they've also branched out to Australia and the rest of the world.
All right. Well, good luck in your heat coming up. Right now, taking another look on the Reflex replay, we do have Ryan Hardy with that spin just before pulling in under the barrel and comes out with a nice roll right there. So Ryan Hardy, solid wave, and that wave came in at a
7.63. Yeah, it's a great score for Hardy. And to go the grommets in the sitting in the channel, they'll be out there all day, and the one Grom, I don't know who that is, but his hands sticking up and just rooting for Hardy.
Those are the
Hardy's biggest fans.
Those are the best seats in the house right there. If I was here watching, I would grab a board, any board.
Yes, Hardy's back up again. He knows which ones to take. It's a longer wave. Small barrel, he sits in there. He's going to come out with a nice roll, and it's going to be a good-looking score for Hardy. It won't be as good as his first one, I think, but it'll definitely be one that'll just probably pop him up back into first position, because you only need a small score, which is a 4.68, and he'll definitely get that score.
All right, once again, these are 30-minute heats, and there are 3 riders in these round 3 heats. Only top 2 will advance on, so this is a pressure cooker.
Yeah, this is a new format that they've brought in, and it's pretty interesting to see how everyone's going to be riding in this heat. There's only 3 guys, and and 2 guys make it, which is pretty interesting. You can really surf to your full ability, and he has a nice looking wave.
Look at this one lining up for
Magno's
Magno.
in priority. He's going to take off on this one. He scoops,
nice.
Hangs in the barrel. Oh, this is why, and he comes out with a nice roll, little cork roll, nice one for Magno, and that'll be probably his best wave. And he'll get back out there in the 3rd priority, and there's one behind it, and Stoney takes off.
Can he hold on?
Hits the slab nicely on, and it just chucks him off his board, and yeah, it's really hard to come out of those ones.
We saw Mike Stewart do the almost exact same thing in his heat, and to see somebody, Mike Stewart do that, and see somebody like Jake Stone with all of his experience do that, this wave is very difficult to ride. Yeah, we're able to see a nice replay of Magno's one. You see his is a lot cleaner, and he gets more control of it, and it wasn't so deep, so he could come out and draw a nice line and do a nice roll out of it. I think he would have offered Stoney's one. You can see the direction's a lot steeper, and it just hits the slab. It's really hard. It didn't offer too much, but I think it was just a bit deep in that one. Just behind that shock wave, and behind there's a little rock out there that really makes it really hollow at the end. So, so just the score updates. As you see, we're still waiting for Stoney's second wave to come in, but it won't be really keep up for him. He'll be in 3rd. Waiting for Ryan's wave also
we're just waiting for the scores to drop, and then we'll give you a little update. But yeah, this 3-man format. I mean, this 3-man heat's very interesting. I think it's a lot better than having 4 guys out there.
Well, your odds, increase on advancing, but still, you do not want to end up in that 3rd place spot because that's it. You're over. And this round right here, you're going to see really some of the top names just drop out of the event. Yeah, round number 2, same thing. So this is elimination day.
Yeah, this is elimination day. A lot of guys will be going home, and that's the sad thing about competition. You're always going to get winners, you're going to get losers, and today
is the day.
Today's the day. Some guys are going to be, disappointed, but it's just one of those things. We've seen in that first knockout round, a lot of big guys dropped out. Unfortunately, guys, we saw Thomas Rigby just fall short, along with Mark Stewart. Ruben Ray has been ripping. He did really well in the trials to make it all the way through, and unfortunately, he got knocked out this morning. Dave Hubbard coming all the way from Hawaii. He'll be also be going home, and it's just the way it goes. And those guys will be getting ready for the next event, which would be the Eureka.
That's it. Eureka is a beautiful, beautiful wave. First time I seen it was last year, and I could not believe what I was seeing in front of me.
Yeah, the Eureka, you prepare for nothing less than 8 to 10 foot, and that's it. That place doesn't get smaller than 6 foot.
Unreal. And that reef is just absolutely covered with urchins. If you come in through the wrong keyhole and the wave slaps you, you're going to have sea urchins in your body one way or another.
100%. And I came in last year, and I was checking out the reef and on a smaller, cleaner day. And there was this one barnacle that's pretty much the size of my hand. So if you're going to go flying into that, it's definitely going to take a nice little hump out of you.
That's coming up next on the tour. That'll be event number 3 of 8. That's coming up. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Once again, this is the 2012 IBA Box Pro. And we do have Shaggy with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where you at, brother?
Hey guys, I'm down here with Pierre-Louis Coste, the winner of the last heat. Pierre, congratulations. That's a really exciting heat out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy because actually the waves are good. I love that wave so much, and today the condition turned on. So yeah, I'm so happy to serve box like this.
And yeah, you got those epic waves, and I mean, if King had got that second wave, you would have been in a different position. Who's in the next heat?
Yeah, I got it's a 3-man heat, so the new format is gonna start now, and I got a Willie and Ben, so.
Oh well, you're the world champ. You can do it, hey?
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting heat. Anyway, I like to surf against guys of this caliber.
Well, great. Well done. You want to say hello to everyone back in France?
Well, it's super late now in Europe. If my girlfriend's awake, I send a big kiss, and just saying I love her. And if my family is watching it, the same. So let's do it.
Well, there you go. And guys, these interviews have been brought to you by Bodyboard King in Sydney. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Shaggy. And, well, PLC, first time I've seen him on the tour in a long time without his lovely girlfriend, Ruth. So I'm sure she's watching. She's awake, having her coffee or latte or whatever they drink over there in Portugal. But he's made it through.
Yeah, I know. I was watching Pierre yesterday, and I think he was very stressed. That first yesterday's heat with the 4 guys, 4-man heats, and it was very inconsistent, and you really couldn't showcase your full ability of riding. And today, he's shown that there's a lot more waves, and he's putting out the risk, and he's getting rewarded. So, a nice clean win there for Pierre, and he'll be pumped for the next one. He always performs against big wigs, and he's definitely got some big guys in his heats. So that's going to be a great one to watch. What is that? Is that the last heat of the day? Or yeah, this will be the last heat of the day. No, second to last heat. Dave Winchester, Ben Player, and PLC.
That's going to be, I mean,
to watch.
Round number 3, all the heats are going to be stacked. That's when you see some of the big name riders just get knocked out, and that's going to be heart-wrecking for a lot of people. But look at this, out the back, Magno deep barrel, coming out with a spit, Magno Passos.
Nice. And there's a few waves in this set, so we're going to
have... Oh, my, look at this, back-to-back wave action dropping in. Ryan Hardy.
He's going to drive if he makes this one.
Out of that.
Sick. No, unfortunately, just
Ryan
behind
Hardy.
That ball again, but...
pulling in deep. It looked like, and everybody thought it was going to be makeable for Ryan Hardy out the back. Jake Stone.
Jake Stone is in the bottom. There'll be a lot of white water from that good wave of Hardy's. He's going to pull out and try to get out there before Magno does. But it looks like Magno's already halfway out, and Jake Stone will be out there third priority. Definitely that second wave was just incredible.
It looked like, I mean, for a second there, I really thought he was going to set his rail and make it out of that barrel for Ryan Hardy. Let's take another look from the reflex replay. Magno Passos pulling in, slides under the pocket, nice clean line, and he just keeps his eye at the end of that tunnel and comes out with the spit. Nice clean barrel riding.
You can just know Magno's like very vocal in his heat, so he'll come out that barrel screaming.
Yeah.
He'd be very stoked. And yes, the second one of Hardy, that's incredible. That's what we watch in movies. And he just drives a perfect line, just gets a bit bouncy in the bottom. And I think that's where he just came short right at the start of it. And he has the last one of Stoney. It's a lot of white water and to deal with, and just didn't really hit the reef nicely enough for him to produce anything. So as it stands there, I think Magno probably had the best exchange. He needed an 8.8 to overtake Ryan's, who is currently in first. Ryan's top two waves are 7.63 and a 6.88. And the scores just getting updated, and that's the Gaming King. He's stoked, and James Russell's getting pumped for his next one.
I wonder what he's got. King, he loves the camera, always a ham. And Jones Russell, he has got his iTunes or iPod or whatever he's listening to. Be interesting to know what he's listening to. Brad Hughes, unfortunately, didn't make it through, and there he is, Jones Russell, giving the.
Nice.
I wonder what both of these guys are listening to on their.
James Russell's looking really fat at the moment. I don't know what he's eating. Nah, he's a good guy. He'll be pumped, and he's
You're only saying that because he has the earphones on.
And he's far away from me. He's a big guy. He'll probably smash me.
Well, he's coming up next with Drew Innocent and Nick Omrod, also two spectacular riders. That's going to be a very fun heat to watch as well.
Well, Aussie Clash is going to be a great one.
All right, so I threw out a question on the IBA World Tour Facebook page, and for you specifically, Mark McCarthy. So I'll get back to that. Check this out. Drew Innocent, Jones Russell, Nick Omrod. These guys will be coming up next. If you can choose, who do you think is going to pull it off?
Wow, it's going to be a close one. They're all just amazing riders, and we know Nick is the king of the barrel. I've seen some images of him from the last swell they had at Shark Island. He was just ripping out there. We saw Drew at Hawaii this year, and he was, really, he was incredible. And so is Jonesy. He's been on tour for a while now. He's been trying to get back on tour, and it's gonna be a great heat to watch.
All right, that's coming up next for round number 3, heat number 14. That'll be the second heat of round number 3. Only 2 of those riders will advance on. One of them will pack up their bags.
So before we go to that question, as it stands at the moment, with 14.5 minutes left, is that right? Is the countdown? 14.5 minutes left. We have Ryan Hardy in first. He's got a 7.63 and a 6.88. And second place is Magno Passos. He only needs a 6.51, so he's right there. He's knocking on the door. His top 2 waves, he got an 8 for the last wave, highest score of the heat, and a 6.43. And Jake Stone, he needs a high score, 9.35. His first wave he got is 5.08, and now he's backed it up with a 4.25. So he'll probably be looking at to better both those scores and to just probably restart the heat for himself. But Magno and Ryan looking pretty strong at the moment.
It's interesting to see how this 3-man heat format is unfolding right now. I mean, there are enough waves in the set for each of them to catch a wave, but obviously you saw in that last set, Jake Stone had the last heat, a little frothy, but it was an in-and-out clean barrel nonetheless. So check this out. A little lull in the action. We'll be back right after this. Wetsuits, thanks for the support, guys. You guys actually have a solid team currently out in the water. One of your riders, Ryan Hardy, sitting in the first place spot. So shout out for Reflex Wetsuits. We do have Reflex replays throughout the entire competition, so you're going to see some unreal footage from all camera angles. So Mark McCarthy, the Facebook question. We're going to take this one from Ashley Johnston. If you could invent a new maneuver, what would it be?
Oh, jeez.
She put you right on the spot.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here we go. I'll get back to that one right now.
Think about it. Here we go. Jake Stone.
Third priority. He just wants to get a score on the board. it'll count for him. He needs to. He hasn't got. He's only got a 4.25 that he's trying to drop, and probably get that, but it's probably not the wave that he wanted to wait for. I think he was in third priority, so just trying to keep busy. And we see Ryan, and he's positioning himself in a great wave here.
Nice.
This is one of the better waves we've seen all the heats.
Wow, look at that thing
deep in
just
the pit. That's
open
the
up.
box showing itself. He's going to come out with a move. He doesn't. Just comes out clean, and that's a great score for Ryan Hardy. He just and there's another one behind this, and Magno's taking off.
Magno, three-wave exchange. Here we go. Look at this thing lining up. Oh, the Lippy, Mr. Lippy saying, hello, Magno. Sorry, I'm not going to give you anything on this wave. So the better of the wave exchange.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I think, Stoney should have just waited for that one. Waited for, to be, I think he's going to be back in first priority now, but I think Ryan had the best exchange there, and he's going to just maybe one of the better waves of the heats. He's trying to drop a 6.88, and I'm sure he will do that.
And that is why they call it the box. That wave of Ryan Hardy absolutely just opened up and squared off and just remained open. That wave was unbelievable. So another look from the reflex replay. Jake Stone's first wave of the three-wave wave exchange. And smaller wave, got a nice pocket ride and comes out with a spin in the shoulder, but not a really high-scoring wave for Jake Stone. But the second wave of the wave exchange comes to you from Ryan Hardy.
Oh, this is a crack of. This is this perfect box right now. He just draws his shoulder into it, gets in too deep, dragging his fins, wants to come doing a high line to move out the barrel. And that's just perfect riding from Ryan Hardy. We don't expect anything less.
Ryan Hardy is your box 2011 champion. He's the defending champion here at the box, and last year he won every single heat of the event that he was in. So very interesting to see how this heat's going to play out. Look at this.
That's live. Magno Oliveira, the nice little flip on the end bowl. Didn't have much to start off with that wave. Just didn't really barrel that well, but he just focused on the end bit. We have, I think we have a ride on the outside too. Ryan Hardy going on the next one.
Nice. Another deep, long barrel for Hardy, and this time he ends that wave with a big roll at the end of that that barrel ride. So Ryan Hardy piecing together a solid heat. Look at that. Oh, no takers on that one.
I wonder where Stoney was.
Sasha Specker in the orange jersey there had to cover his face as that wave spit. Jake Stone taking a look.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Jake Stone surf out here a lot, and he doesn't live far from here. So he knows which waves to take, and I'm sure now that he's in first priority, he'll wait. And it's not too much. It's only still 10 minutes to go. There's still a lot of time. This is the replay from Magno's wave. Just losing a bit of imagery there, but didn't offer too much for him. And this is the actual one where he just drives off, smaller wave, shorter wave, just focuses at the end bowl and does a nice little flip. Yeah, so I think Ryan and Magno, they're just feeling really comfortable at the moment in first and second. It's a replay of Ryan's wave. Doesn't get too deep, just drive in and then exit with a nice roll. Yeah, very cool.
Wave exchange again, 3 waves coming in at a time here. It looks like Mother Nature is delivering sets by 3, and all the riders getting their turn. Ryan Hardy coming out on top of that wave exchange right there. Magno Passos currently in second, and Jake Stone currently in third. We are waiting for a couple more scores to drop. Look at this wave that they all let go by.
Yeah.
Unwritten perfection right there at the box.
At any other day, you'd probably see 4 or 5 guys scratching for that one.
Exactly.
But Stoney knows that he probably needs a score in the excellent range of 8, and then just try and get a backup wave. So that's what he's probably targeting. And he's a good competitor. He knows what he needs to do. Here he goes on a nice little looking wave. Not the biggest one, but it's going to hit the reef absolutely perfect.
Look
he
at
gets
this.
in the pits. He's going to want to come out with a move. And it just didn't offer him that much. But I think that'll probably be one of his best waves. He's going to ride it all the way in.
Oh, nice turn. Nice carve into a spin right there.
The foam just gobbled him up there. But, that's fine. I think with 10 minutes left, he's going to probably be in a better position. Because before that wave, he needed a 9.35. And now he probably need a little bit less. And, he has to get back out there with 8 minutes to go.
All right, so you're still thinking about that. If you could invent a move, but we'll get back to you after their reflex replay. Another look at Jake Stone.
Yeah, it's a nice wave. He just drags his legs in there, tries to get as deep as possible. And now he's looking for that end ball. He's looking for it, and comes up. And obviously, wasn't enough of a lip to do a rollout, but just comes out clean, and that'll be a right score for him.
Okay, so you know what? As you're thinking about that, we got another question for Mark McCarthy. What is your favorite location on the IBA World Tour, James Thurley? Hold on to that thought.
Oh, this place is one of my toppest.
This is actually a little promo for the documentary that is available online right now. 26 minutes of pure masterpiece of last year's event, 2011 Box Pro. Ryan Hardy took every heat last year. Can he do it again this year as far as taking the win?
That's going to be incredible if he does. We saw Jeff do it at Pop. Can Ryan do it here? And this is Ryan Hardy at the box last year. That final day, just wave selection, perfect.
Again, 26 minutes of unbelievable riding last year.
He has Magno Oliveira on a small-looking wave. Nice in the pit, coming out. It's going to probably get a little lip here, do a nice roll. Yeah, so that's nice. Another nice wave for Magno.
All right, so again, I'm not going to let you slide out of this one. James Thurley asked, what is your favorite IBA
location?
Tour location?
Well, it's pretty hard. I mean, we went to Puerto Rico at the end of last year, which is incredible to go to. It's such a nice place, and the climate, the waves, really fun, and just every single event's got something special that I really enjoy going to. Arica's got those heavy waves, and oh yeah, there's a little replay of Magno's last wave.
All right, Magno
Stalls.
sliding, holding onto that
roll.
rail, throwing down his legs to slow down, and nice maneuver at the
That was
end
a
there.
nice wave. He only needed a 7.94 to take that fifth position from Ryan Hardy, who's currently holding it down with two scores of 8.3 and a 7.63 of a total score of 15.93. So Hardy's looking strong. It's a good score. And Magno's got a total score of 14.43 with his top two waves being an 8 and a 6.43. And Stoney, after that last wave came in, it was a 6.93. And now he only needs, let's double check this, he needs a 7.49. So he's in there, he's in the striking range. And he has Magno on a small looking wave. He's going to end for this end ball with a nice
Big
Yes,
move right
Magno.
there. Magno pulls it off.
Magno, a.k.a. Caveman. This guy's got no rules.
All right, so Magno Oliveira or Passos currently in second place. So that could be enough. 7.94.
Yeah, 7.94. I don't know. The judges are seeming to look like they want the bigger waves, they want the barrel, and they want the move out. So the combination, you want to get the excellent score. But this is going to be pretty close. But I do think it's a smaller wave. And he gets stuck up in the white water. He didn't really project away from the wave as he probably wanted to. And they'll probably be in the sixes. But
We got 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this heat. Here's another look from the channel on the slicksndex.com water angle. Seamus Makem holding the camera. Chris White at the driver's seat on that jet ski in the channel. You can see the riders in the next heat chilling out, waiting in the channel patiently. Magno Passos in the white jersey, currently in second place. Ryan Hardy leading the charge. Magno, he can pull it off.
Magno, yeah, he's a great guy, and everywhere he goes, he's always got a smile on his face. I went 2 years ago. I went and stayed with him at his hometown, and yeah, it was great.
Wait a
He's
second.
cool guy.
What was that like? I mean, you say it was great, but what was it like?
Yeah, it's a great place. He stays in a small village, and he's pretty much like the mayor of the town. Every corner he goes, people are giving him food, inviting him into his house. He looks after a whole community of kids that come over to his house twice a week, and he teaches them English, gives them Bible study, and yeah, he's just an all-around awesome guy.
Yeah, Magno Passos, if you ever get a chance to meet him, shake his hand. He will have time for you for whatever reason. He's one of those guys. Most of the bodyboarders, they are very humble, and you can walk up to them and talk to them. That's the beauty. That's the one thing I love about our sport is that you can go up and talk to us about anything. Talk to us about bodyboarding. Yeah, we'll talk to you for hours. So Magno is one of those guys. Huge props for what he does back home. Yeah. Ryan Hardy leading the charge. Magno in second. Jake Stone in third place. 2 minutes remaining in this heat. So you answered the question. Puerto Rico, was that your favorite?
Yeah, I think if you had to break it down, the guys are doing a bit of paper rock scissors to get priority. It looked like Nick Omrod won that one. Jonesy thrown down the paper, and that's unfortunate for him.
And back to what I was saying, all these guys, they're all friends in this heat right there, and seems to be the easiest way to call out that first priority.
Yeah, so it works. Works for some people. Other people don't really enjoy that. I don't mind. It's probably the fairest way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty awkward.
I know. If they don't do this simple thing of rock paper scissors in the beginning to find out who has that first priority, then there's tension.
Yeah.
There's actual tension. The competitiveness takes over, and it comes down to who's going to sit the furthest, who's going to sit the deepest, who's going to catch that first wave.
The paddle skiers. And I'm just having a look at Manny's screen here. He's got the Facebook open. We've got some great support from all the guys all around the world. I've got a good friend that's commented, Greg Foster. He's from my hometown. He lives in Canada. And he's speaking a bit of Afrikaans here to me.
Let's hear it.
Pretty funny. He goes, Mark, is die donkie 'n wonderlike ding?
Afrikaans, where is that language from? What location in the globe?
I don't know exactly in depth where it comes from, but where I'm from, Richards Bay, there's a lot of Afrikaans hanging around there, and that's where most of the people are Afrikaans. My dad is Afrikaans, my mom's English.
So you speak a whole different language that a small percentage of the world understands.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a bit of
you got the mic. Say a few words to all your friends that only speak Afrikaans or speak Afrikaans.
Let's
hear it.
Ek wil net sê dankie dat almal vandag ons support en ek weet dat ek, Jerry en Sasha gaan ons beste doen. En ja.
What did you just say?
It's stoked that everyone's watching and me and Sasha and Jerry we'll still in the contest and just do our best, and thanks for all the support back home. It's great.
That's epic. So we're going to have to get some Afrikaans translators on the tour just in case these guys lose their English-speaking skills. All right, currently out in the water, Ryan Hardy leading the charge. Magno in second. Jake Stone still looking for that 7.94 wave. And so what did he ask you?
Is die donkie 'n wonderlike ding? It's just it's a funny saying. We got and there's a countdown for the last heat, is it?
Yeah, coming down to the wire, Michael Novi. And, on drop knee, Ryan Hardy having fun out there. So that's it. It looks like we are winding down a few more seconds in this heat. Wow. But Ryan Hardy taking that heat